In eons long past, a dangerous Lich threatened the safety of the land, except for one day, when a party of bumbling fools managed to catch him off guard and end him, but not completely. Now, it is up to his disgruntled magical items, once adventurers themselves, to finish the job. This is the Lich's Horde. Should we try and go find Carl?
Now that we've
Jedric
Jedric
starts scurrying up the hill and running through the forest.
All right, now that we've got ourselves in one vessel here, maybe it'll be easier to steer this thing towards well, I don't know. We got to figure out what the ritual is.
Yeah.
You think that
we need to find out what the Horcrux is.
Yeah, you think that Carl knew something about that Horcrux?
I mean, maybe he was closest to the to Akator's head, maybe like osmosis or something.
You know, if I
maybe
were,
we could find that rogue that thief that went deeper into the cave. If we could convince the goblin to hide in the cave due to shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would like to do something. I would like to make the goblin feel shame. The farther that the goblin gets from the bloodbath that is his, I would like the smell of the blood of his slain friends to grow stronger.
Okay. And the visual is very cool. I also remember to couch it in terms of the ability that you enhance.
Yes. He not only the smell is helping his enhanced sense of almost like his sort of twisted morality. As much as he doesn't know what's right and wrong, he knew that what he did was wrong, and his instinct is strongly telling him, "Oh, you've done bad, and you should feel ashamed for what you've done." Like what little moral currency you had left is gone.
Very cool. As he stops on the top of the hill that he ran up to and looks out towards the goblin encampment below, where his wife and daughter are playing, and he looks at them and says, "Jedric can never go back." And he runs and he scurries towards the cave. Arriving at the mouth of the cave,
well, that was a short trip.
Jedric starts walking in. Yes. He gets to the mouth of the cave and he starts walking in and he finds a pile of dirt. "This shall be Jedric's bed." And he starts kind of digging himself into the pile of dirt.
Are there any signs of the thief in the cave?
Good question. So you can all see through Jedric's eyes, and you can also you can sense life that's around, right?
We can sense each other.
You can sense if there's other people to tempt, and you can sense each other. You do not sense that Carl is close by. You don't sense the thief being close by. But if you wanted to look for clues, you would have to convince Jedric to do that.
Hey, Jedric, champ, bro, you know, I think it's really, sleeping would be a good idea, but, and hear me out, it would be a really solid move to go and just investigate your new crib, Who needs sleep? Sleep is for the weak. We need to understand every nook and cranny of our new house.
I'd like to assist here by starting to make Jedric feel paranoid, that he is not the only one in this cave, and he needs to know if that sense of paranoia is true or false.
Okay. Jedric kind of gets out of the dirt and he says, "This shall be Jedric's home. No one else should be in Jedric's home." And he starts skittering throughout the cave and looking for details. Let's see. You both go ahead and roll your dice, and I'll roll for Jedric as well.
Alrighty.
His wisdom is going to be a D2, and what you're rolling against to be able to find where the exact tracks of where the thief went is going to be a D6. Is there a way that you can think of to help Dagger with the ruby hilt?
Only if he's sneaking around to make sure that whoever's in here isn't gonna catch him. You gotta be sneaky, little greenskin. He could be around anywhere. He could do what he could do to you, what you just did.
He steps lightly and he walks without making a sound. Good thought. There isn't the foe isn't in the cave, so we'll not have you contribute to this roll. But Belt and Glass, what are your
I got a 2, finally,
rolls?
for once.
3.
Okay, so that's and Jedric rolled a 1, so we got ourselves a 6.
We got a solid chance here.
I actually don't even need a roll because the highest it can be is a 6, and ties go to whoever you guys help. Yeah, it was a 5, so good work.
Oh yeah.
As Jedric scurries along while holding the three of you, he comes across a set of tracks that leads, it's the set of tracks from the thief that's going out a secret second exit to the cave.
I wonder if Carl's having a good time. He doesn't get out very often. I mean, neither do we. We're pretty boring.
Astute observation, Belt.
Oh, thanks. I have those every once in a while. Should we obviously we're going to go after the thief guy, right? I mean, I know for one, Rube, you would really like to be in his hand as opposed to this guy's, so.
Yeah, that's why we're trying to look for him. Also, maybe maybe Carl knows something about the whole ritual that we're trying to make sure doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Or something. Details are lost on me.
What was?
I cannot abide this wielder's feeble mind.
Yeah. He had to punch a new hole in him to fit me around his waist. That was just insulting.
Do you guys see? So the tracks, you've firmly found the tracks. They lead out of the cave. So you can confidently follow as long as you can tempt Jedric to go down these tracks.
Confidence is my game. Hey, yo, Jedric, this is our turf, right? This is your home. No one can stand up to you in your home. Let's go and confront this guy. Make sure he never comes back, right? This is your home.
Jedric has nothing but this cave. Jedric must confront the nasty thief.
That's close to what I said.
And
Yeah.
he's
That works.
scurries. Yes. Not hearing the content of your words, but hearing the message that you empathically send. He scurries after the tracks, climbs out the small second exit to the cave, and starts running through the woods. And he's scurrying along for quite a while and sees that the tracks lead into the human village.
Bam, bam, bah.
How is the human village receive said goblin?
Well, he's at the edge of the human village now. Actually, unless you guys instruct him to do otherwise, he's feeling audacious. He's scurrying right into this village. There's a woman on a porch churning butter, and she's like, goblin! There's a goblin in the village. Get inside! And, there's a couple of kids playing hoop and stick, and
A goblin!
and they run off the street.
What time is it?
Jedric. It's what time of day do you kill a lich?
Any time of day.
Well, I mean, you want to do it before lunch, right? Like, you don't want to get a cramp in the middle of the fight.
I'm gonna say, do you kill a lich around 11 a.m.?
Yeah, sure.
Right? Is that a good lich killing time? All right. Peek behind the curtain. The way I'm keeping track of time, because you have 24 hours, is I'm just averaging it out that around an hour passes for each contest you guys do. So it's 2 p.m. right now.
Okay, cool. Goblin in the middle of the street.
I would like
broad
to
daylight. I love it.
I would like to. So I haven't played much D&D, but from what I understand, the heroes are often in taverns. So I would like to make this goblin feel hunger in this moment, and maybe fill his nose with the smells of the local baked goods being made in the tavern.
Yes. The pang of hunger hits right as right as you guys see through his eyes, the swinging wooden sign says ale and stuff. That's the name of this tavern. And the goblin, Jedric pushes open the door and scurries in and climbs up a stool and sits on it, and he says,
Jedric demands food.
and the tavern keep comes over and says, he demands food, does he? Goblins don't usually come in these towns. Now, as he entered, you can see there aren't too many people in the tavern, right? It's the afternoon. Most honest folk are still working. But the three of you did see the rogue sitting in the back of the tavern. The rogue is sitting talking to some hooded figure. Jedric doesn't know who this rogue is, so that's information that you know. He doesn't.
Hey, whoa, Jedric, if you want some food, you're gonna need money. You see that guy over there? I bet he's got some money you could take.
Jedric wants to take money from the rogue.
We're in it, boys.
Okay.
Jedric crawls down.
Scuttle.
Okay, so here's the thing. Jedric, his main skill, it is dexterity. However, goblins coming into this tavern is very unusual. He's going to be at a disadvantage. He's already kind of made a bit of a hubbub. I'm going to say he's going to be at a severe disadvantage, so he's going to have a -2 to this. So he'll roll his d4 with -2, with Matt's d2 that he's gonna provide.
There we go. That's a 1.
Are you guys going to try to contribute in any way to this?
So real quick, what we're trying to get the goblin to do is take money from the rogue.
I'm just trying to get him over there first.
I feel like I might take the opportunity to betray him if it's not too early.
I was thinking the same thing.
Because what I also want to do is, as we get there, I want to emanate a puff of smoke, and then maybe he can, I don't know, reverse pickpocket us onto the rogue.
So Jedric is going to attempt to pickpocket the rogue.
Reverse.
This is going to trip. So what Jedric has been tempted to do is to try to steal money from the rogue. So he's gonna go try to do that. But now that's gonna trigger a contest, and you can each choose whoever to help in it. So Matt, you don't even need to help Jedric in this contest. So the people who are involved is there's the rogue. He's sitting with a hooded figure at the table. There's a barkeep in the room if one of you guys wanted to tempt the barkeep to get involved, but he otherwise won't be involved in the contest.
That is it for contents or people in the room. Hooded guy, rogue,
Now,
and barkeep.
Yep.
Okay.
Now, I know that I do not want to be held by this feeble-minded fool much longer. Do we prefer the company of the rogue, or do we prefer the company of the mysterious hooded man? Which one do you think would be more, let's say, intelligent than this idiot who we find ourselves in their possession now?
We can see through Jedric's eyes.
Yes.
Does the rogue still have the diadem?
It's hard to see because Jedric is approaching from behind, but you don't see a chain around the back of the rogue's neck. And as you approach, you can hear Jedric. You can hear the two people at the table having a conversation, and the rogue saying, 50 gold pieces for such a rare treasure? Wait, no. The rogue was a little halfling with a little halfling voice. 50 gold pieces for such a rare treasure? You've got to be kidding me. And the hooded figure says, do you want your gold or not? I doubt you'll have luck finding a buyer anywhere else.
I want to betray my goblin. Now, this comes on the contingent of a question. So on the one page, it says when I betray, just trying to figure it out real quick. So players state intentions stating how they will either tempt their bearer or tempt an NPC opposing their bearer. So since the rogue is opposing the goblin, I can tempt them. Correct? Is that only? Can I? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So I would like to tempt the rogue with, just like a ton of bravado and like self-confidence that like what he's got is worth a platinum at minimum, 1,000 gold at minimum. I don't know. Is that actually something I can do, or is like betraying only tempting other people to like kill your bearer?
So that's something you can do if
In
he's
active opposition.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that doesn't really pertain to this contest that's going on right now. But if that could be something that could happen in a second.
Okay, cool.
For sure.
In that case, I do not betray my goblin, as I have no idea how to move this forward with my ability. So, tally ho.
Right.
I'll be
You
back.
could help the goblin if you want, or you could just be neutral.
I kind of want the goblin to fail, but
I am of the opinion.
I want the goblin to get caught.
This is
personally, but
this is in character. I am of the opinion that the hooded fellow is the upper hand in this scenario, and I am inclined to think that they may be the most suitable bearer in the room. I intend to betray our goblin friend.
100%.
Sure. I'm just trying to get
Yeah.
him over there.
we're dumping this dork. Don't worry.
And-
Now, here's the tricky
So
thing about this situation. The tricky thing is, these people are aware that there's this goblin in the room. They are not aware that they're not aware yet that the goblin is trying to pickpocket them. Elsewise, there would be no contest at all. They've noticed the goblin walk, away from the bar, but it's not necessarily that you can't tempt them. Grab the goblin's hand when it's in your pocket, because they don't know yet that he's going to pickpocket.
Alrighty. Okay, guys. So I have an idea. Very specifically, do not help me. Okay. Look, I know I'm kind of a meathead. I have no meat in my head. This is sad. Anyways, I've got an idea. Do not help me. Otherwise, our current bearer might actually be too good. He might be the chosen one if we all work together. He should not be the chosen one. This is super metagaming, but I'm moving forward with it anyways. Hey, goblin friend. What would be a really stupidly bold thing to do? Hey, dude, you're real fast. You're real sneaky. You could just go up there and steal all this stuff from the rogue, like right now, lickety split. Just get all the stuff. This idea sounds worse the more I say words.
Yes. Why am I sneaking? Fenric is so powerful.
And he runs towards the bard, or towards the rogue, and just grabs the rogue's purse and a small box that the rogue is holding and says, "Give it to Fenric!" And this will definitely trigger a contest that's going on.
This is better
now.
than I thought. There we go.
So,
cool.
So, are you providing your audacity to Fenric in this moment to help him in this contest?
I mean, I had to provide the audacity to get him to this point, so I feel like I kind of have to, but it was more of a setup than anything else.
We can, if you want him to lose, you don't have to give the
Okay,
die
I don't
him.
want to.
That's fine if you want to not give him the strength. All right.
Well, I think it was more that he was
Glass?
using his audacity to make him less subtle.
100%.
Yeah, you're tempting him into the situation, but it doesn't mean you're
Assisting. Yeah.
helping him now
Okay,
that
cool.
he's in it. Yeah. Glass, how about you?
I as part of this contest, can I tempt the robed figure, or are they not part of the contest?
Yes. In fact, if you don't tempt the robed figure, he might just sit back and not take part. But if you tempt him, yes, you can get him involved.
Now, I would like to. I think one may immediately react to a goblin coming in and trying to steal with contempt or disgust. I would like to make the robed creature, the robed fellow, very curious. Activate a sort of curiosity instinct, if you will, as to why a creature like this may be behaving in a strange way.
Interesting. And fleet-handed poniard of opulence.
I think I'm just a little bit lost in
What's going on?
what's built trend. We're trying to get this guy to take us.
So
That's what I'm trying to do.
So you got it. So you convinced the goblin to sneak in the direction of the guys. I convinced him to throw caution to the wind and just hurl himself at their stuff to draw attention. And then Glass is tempting the robed figure to take interest in this thief goblin.
And we want to be. Are we trying to get captured by the robed figure?
That's what the Glass is trying to do.
Now,
Wait,
I will say,
guys, are we trying to get ourselves over to the hooded figure there?
I mean, sure, it works for me.
I believe they may be the most suitable host for our abilities.
Hey, Jedric, if you do a dagger throw at that hooded guy, I bet you could throw it directly into his throat.
now that we are in the contest, I'm gonna say that if you're doing that, you are helping, like you're giving your die to Jedric in this fight.
Yeah, but I feel like my die is going to be pretty bad. Like, it's only one or two.
So
right,
is mine.
guys?
I'm just electing to not help him. I'll get him into the situation, but I won't get him out.
What could go wrong? I'm going to help Jedric.
Matt,
What could go wrong?
Jedric, in this strength contest, thanks to Trent, it's a strength contest rather than dexterity. He will be rolling a 2.
Nice. So I'm
or
rolling
a
a 2
D2,
as well.
I mean. Yes, you have a D2. And so I'm gonna say he no longer has the minus because that was a minus to being able to sneak around. Okay, yeah. He got a 1. And then what did you get, Matt? Okay. So his side has a 2. And let's see. Jeremy, you are helping. So the hooded figure, you tempted him to he suddenly had an instinctive curiosity about what's making this goblin act so peculiar, and then the goblin throws a knife towards him. He's gonna
A ruby-hilted knife flies through the air directly at his face. Not directly, it was a bad throw,
Yes.
but vaguely at his face.
He is going to roll this. Yeah, he's going to roll this d6. He only got a 2. So what's your roll, Jeremy?
I rolled a natural 4.
All right, so he gets a 6, and then I'll go ahead and roll as well for the rogue. Yeah, so that's going to be a total of a 9 against a 2. So Jedric tries to grab the thing and then takes one hand off to throw a dagger. Now that he only has one little puny goblin arm on the rogue's goods, the rogue reaches down and grabs the goblin, and then is about to wring his little neck when the hooded figure says, "Wait, I'm quite curious about this little creature." And so at this point, these guys have won the contest, and the goblin is vanquished, right? Like, in a normal fight he would die, except Jeremy's specific thing that he did is like, oh, be curious, want to learn more about this creature, so it doesn't really make sense for him to die. But basically, you can't stay with the goblin, but you can each go with anybody who was on the winning team. Cool. So you get to choose at this point whether you want to go with the hooded figure or the rogue.
Did I get thrown?
You get yeeted.
Throw the dagger. Yeah. I didn't process that earlier.
Yeah, throw me at the hooded figure.
Yes.
Like I wanted to maybe get shot
stuck in the chair.
Twang, you're quivering, stuck in the wooden post of the chair that the hooded figure is sitting on, and he reaches up and he pulls it and he's like, "What a fantastic amethyst ruby." Wait, amethyst ruby.
I'm a caster, not a geologist.
Yes, I'm a caster, not a geologist. Well, what a fantastic gemstone.
Hey, Carl.
The other two of you.
Oh, I guess he's giving us the silent treatment.
So do all of you want to go with the hooded figure?
I do.
Send me with the rogue.
Okay. Meanwhile, the hooded figure begins to question Jedric. It says, "Why would a goblin enter here and attack us? And what are these items that you now bear?" And he reaches forward and he takes the mirror off of the goblin.
The belt buckle now reads biggest loser.
I would like to smell sweet to the hooded figure.
Yummy. And Jedric.
Why?
I don't know. Jeremy's making it smell sweet. How many reactions can I have to different smells?
There's so many possible smells.
Jedric says, "Hey, Jedric doesn't know. Jedric and other goblins attacked the people coming from the cave, and we killed them and took their things, and then Jedric wanted all the things, so Jedric murdered his own friends, and then Jedric wanted to hide in a cave, but then wanted to search the cave, and then wanted to follow tracks into the village, and then got hungry, and then wanted to steal, and then wanted to take." And they're like, "This goblin's mind has truly been scrambled." And
what kind of mushrooms did he
eat? The rogue is like, "You killed my friends! How dare you!" And he takes out his knife and stabs Jedric, and Jedric goes, "Tell Jedric's wife and child he loves them."
You know, Thief, I approve of this. I would have pushed you to do this in about 4 seconds if you hadn't already, so good job.
He takes the belt off the goblin and says, I think I saw this in the cave before I left." And the tavern keep grumbles as he goes to get a mop to clean up the goblin blood, and the hooded figure says, "What a strange interruption. Anyway, as I was saying, 50 gold pieces. 50 gold pieces, and you will give me that box."
Hey, Thief, you know the contents of the box are worth way more than 50. Like, at least 60. Maybe even, 70. You should,
Wait, you're telling the thief? Aren't we on the...
I'm on the thief, yeah. I'm on the thief, yeah. We split up a little bit. Don't worry. I got an idea. We split the party across the table. Thief, you should really loudly, because, you're the best. You should really loudly just proclaim that the contents of the box, and please actually say what the contents of the box are worth 10 times, maybe even 100 times more than this guy's asking, maybe even more than he has.
You guys see the face of this halfling rogue kind of crumple and scrunch up, and then he pounds his little halfling fist on the table and says, "This here box and its contents, which I feel like saying out loud right now, are worth 100 times as much as you've offered me. I will not give you this diadem." And you guys hear the voice of Carl go, "Shoot, dang it. Why do you have to say that?"
Hey, Carl. It's been a while.
Hey, guys.
Oh, hi, Carl.
It's crazy. I was trying to find you guys. The thief took me and ran off. That's wild. I really wanted to stick together. I don't know. Selfish thief. Bad thief. back in the mortal realm, the hooded figure says, "Now be reasonable. You wouldn't want to make an enemy of me now, would you? Hand over the box, and I will give you 60 gold and your life. That is my final offer."
Hey, hey guys. Just a question for you. This guy seems like pretty malicious and stuff, and like, frankly, for us to become human, we kind of just need to like lie on the ground for like a night at this point. I don't.
That's a great idea. What do you think, Carl?
Yeah, guys. I'm super excited to become human again. So glad that, I mean, we're pretty much good, right? Like, the Lich is disincorporated. It's not like he can do the ritual himself. And
Yeah, exactly.
in the mortal realm, the hooded figure says, the rogue is saying, 60 gold? Didn't you hear what I'm saying? What I have is far worth greater, and you know it. And the hooded figure says, the Dark Brotherhood needs that diadem. We need it for our purposes. This is my last offer. 60 gold and your life. What do you say?
Thief, I've got a counter offer.
Oh, unless you interfere, he's gonna act on he's gonna continue to act on what his last temptation was.
You guys, if you guys have something, I did something last, you go for it. But if you don't have something, I've got something stupid and kind of funny.
Do it.
Okay. Hey, Thief, what if you just like joined the Brotherhood? Huh? Like, this seems like it seems like they'd be.
That would be truly audacious.
Seems like they've got all the money we could ever want, and like, I mean, Dark Brotherhood, plenty of people to rob there, probably. I don't know.
The halfling says, "You know what? I think I may be inclined to take your offer. Yes, but I'm also down a party, and I could use a new team. How does one enlist in this Dark Brotherhood?" And the hooded figure says, "An excellent consideration. Only follow me, and I will show you how you may join our ranks." And the two of them get up from the table and leave a tip for the tavern keep and walk out. And
Question.
Yes?
What's the tip?
They left a big mess with the goblin body, so they leave 2 gold.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure that you said something earlier about there was gold that they took from the cave, and I just want to make sure that that's not the same. Like,
good thing to check on.
You said something about like a big piece of gold or something.
The large gold coin.
Yeah.
The big gold coin is not left on the table.
Okay, good.
All right. Well, they walk out of the tavern and start to head from there.